I'm here. How are you all? Hi. Everyone all right? Are we doing good? Can you see me? Is it actually working? Are we working? Can someone type something? Oh. I am so, oh, I can see you. Hi. I am so, hi Kanchan, hi Simona. Hi, oh, gonna miss that. Ivy. I am so crap with technology. It's probably like the worst place for me to be doing it on YouTube. I'm so bad with technology. I'm useless. How is everyone? Are we all feeling a bit better than the last couple of weeks? It's been a bit dodgy, hasn't it? Hi Josie. Been a dodgy time. I am. I'm doing all right actually. Yeah, the channel's through the roof. I'm trying to like, whoo, you know, I forgot what it's like to have a social life. So, but yeah, I've had a bit of a funny week as well. It's been very up and down. Like my emotions have been everywhere, like absolutely everywhere. Whoop whoop, raise the roof. Red is a power colour. Yeah, and I've noticed that hi Aya, I noticed that I normally either wear red or white when I do lives. Actually no, that's a lie, I wore black the other week. It's been a funny week, hasn't it? Been a funny week for everyone. Ooh, knock every crystal over. So one of my tarot decks, but hiya Leah, you're right. One of my tarot decks has been calling me for about 2 days and I figured it's because of the live feed. Because we're going to use more intuitive decks this time, it feels right. So I've picked 2 and then I've picked a nice fairy one as well for like any clarifying ones. Hiya! I've got some oracle ones as well. Now I really like these, okay, right? Hi Thailand! I like the back of them. Look how pretty the back is, okay? She's here, she's having a potter. I'm not that sure about the front of them, but they've got a really nice energy. Yeah, they're alien based, but their energy is really nice. I love the back of them. The front of them is just taking a little bit of getting used to, but I love their energy. They've got a really nice feel to them. Hi guys, hi Jen, not Jenny. Hey, love to you all. So we're gonna do, obviously it's another request from you all because I'm powering through them. Well, I'm trying to power through them, but there's a massive list. So I'm gonna get through this list and then we're gonna do another list. So we're gonna do love, lust or lost, which is gonna be a bit of a tongue twister in a bit. When my guy steps into my ear, I'll be saying all sorts of tongue twisters. So I'll show you the decks. What time am I? It's gone past 3, isn't it? Okay, right, so this is the deck that has been shouting at me all week, which I haven't picked up until now. So we're going to use the intuitive decks because they feel right for this one. Thanks! I did my hair dead hippie, I put my plaits and that in it. Sometimes I have to have scruffy hair. Normal hair does not suit me. Okay, so this is going to be number 1, and this is going to be number 2. Love, lust or lost. You try say it, proper tongue twister. Hiya darling, are you alright? Oh, thanks. Yeah, pink's faded now. It's gone number 1, it's gone number 2, it's gone very, 2, normal, grey, purple again. Number 1. Yeah, we are the ones with the dirty feet, the scruffy hair and the wild look in our eyes. Number 1. Number 1. Hi Hannah. Number 1. Yeah, it's been pulling. It was a massive pull to me. The last couple of days I was thinking, I'll just keep up a little second longer. I was thinking, what deck should I use for the live? And this one was just shouting me. Number 2. Yeah, 1. I know. I couldn't not buy it. I saw it online and I was like, I can't not get that. Okay. Let's go. Right, my beauties, can I get into my Forget how big these cards are. Can't shuffle them like that. You have to shuffle them the other way. So, can you get me into my collectives that I've picked at number 1? So, as always, if I miss comments, please don't think I'm being rude or ignorant. It's just that they flash up so quick, and we're 70 of you watching. Hi to all 70 of you. It's hard for me to kind of keep up with it. Okay, collective number 1. Love, lust or lust. Love, lust or lust. Okay, and can you get me into their... Right, thank you, person. Can I get into their person's thoughts, feelings, emotions, overall energy and thought processes? Deck number 1, the collective person. Thoughts, feelings, energy, emotions, thought processes, actions. The guy just said theoretical moments. I'm not quite sure what he means by that, but hey ho. You don't know, I'll say some rubbish. I like what? Okay. Right, can you tell me those that have picked deck number 1, the collective mutual energy of, is it love, lust or loss? Love, lust or loss? Woo. 10. 1, 2. No. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got to do 10, 7. Let's get the overall outcomes at the top, please. Have the overall outcomes. 8, 9, 10. All is not lost. You've got quite good cards, to be fair. Yeah, they're good. They're good. Okay. It's not lost. So that's always a good start with your love and your lust. There is love. There's also an element of lust with this deck. There's a lot of passion going. Knight of Cups it is. So this is your, I'll talk you through them in a minute, but this is your general, the tarot meaning, I hate tarot meanings, is love. So your first card that jumped out with love, lust or lost is the Lovers, okay? So there is a lot of sexual chemistry between the two of you with the red going on. So there is an element of lust that is there. It's also that they are kind of clinging on to this situation at the moment, and they're clinging on to the chemistry between the two of you. If some of you are not in contact, some of you aren't in contact with Temperance, but if when they get back in contact, don't be surprised, some of you, if they go in with something a little bit smutty. Try to just think of it as them trying to get your attention in a way. It's that they're not quite sure how to handle the situation. They're not sure how to handle the emotions, and it's like they're swimming in all these emotions with Temperance, okay? They're swinging in all this water, and because they don't know how to handle the emotions, they're going to go with the mutual bond between you, which is generally some kind of sexual chemistry or sexual energy. So a lot of you with deck 1 will be going and getting a few naughty messages. Just be aware of that, okay? So don't let it get to you. If that happens, if you just suddenly get a message out of the blue, which is something that you'd normally be like, oh, you know, I'm not that keen on that, I haven't heard from you for like 4 months, and then text me that. Just be an allowance of it, really, because it's just how they're feeling about the situation. They just don't know what the mutual ground is, so that's how they would go in. Hiya, guys! That's how they would go in. Best of luck, deck 1. That's how they would go in with it, okay? So that's like the first part of it. However, with the Lovers card, there is love involved in this situation, and it's just that's how they handle their emotions. A lot of you will find that they are very give and take, back and forth. It's like that elastic band. You kind of ping out, so they kind of drift away from you, and then they come back in, and then you bounce a bit, and then you go back out, back in, bounce. And that's the kind of energy that's happening between the two of you. And that's why they kind of draw away from the situation, because the energy between the two of you, firstly, is very, very intense on a sexual level. Secondly, it's aligning all their chakras. All the chakras are going up, 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 and aligning. A lot of Kundalini is rising. So that's where there is an element of lust as well. It's going to be a lot of spiritual, divine relationships between the two of you with deck 1. It's that chemistry that you can't really, really ignore. So even though there is love, there is also a strong part of lust. But I wouldn't say lust was the right word. I would say it was divine sexual chemistry, really. You know, that's where that is. Where they are at the moment is they are in fear, and you are worrying that they are being deceptive. These are kind of your standard cards. We haven't got a Knight of Pentacles, but we have got a Moon. So this is them, this is you. Hi everyone. So the spiritual connection is really, really strong with the indigo. They are getting insights into what is happening with your life at the moment. They are getting, a lot of them are getting clairvoyant images actually, which is quite interesting. And that's because all this kundalini is rising up. So all these chakras are being activated. And because of that, they're getting this massive, massive pull, and this clairvoyant images are kind of aligning and being brought up into their image. Get your words out. Stick my teeth in. Being brought into the centre of their clairvoyance, into their third eye. I know I do. I speak fast because it's channeled, because it's not really me speaking. And if I don't tell you as quickly as I get it, you're not going to get it. So that's why it's quick. So you're in fear that they are being deceptive. You're in fear that you're just trying to cling on to it. Jealousy is at the forefront of everything that is going on. Your head, this is your head. This little snake's going around as your head. One moment you're like, nah, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. Next you're like, oh my God, why is he doing? What's he doing? We've got a broken infinity symbol. We're not lasting. In the background, they're always there. Hi guys. And you're just stuck in this little bit of a conundrum of what's actually going on. So they're in fear and they're getting images. You're actually mirroring that, but your fear is more around the element of deception and what they're up to and this, that and the other. They're feeling that you are drifting away from them, and you are feeling that they are doing something behind your back. That's your mutual energy. So remember, it works in your strongest mutual energy. So if it doesn't resonate, remember it, because it'll probably come up later, because that's how it normally works. But if not, then your strongest mutual energy isn't in the deck, okay? So that's where it is. That's what's going on with them at this point in time. You've got the Knight of Cups. Again, sexual energy with all the reds, holding the red to their heart. They have got a lot of feelings towards you. The Knight of Cups is movement as well. So this is movement, again, based on sexual energy. So please don't be surprised if some of you do get that message coming through like that, rather than something like, I love you, or I want to be with you, and you're amazing. So they're feeling that. They're allowing their heart chakra to kind of open though. So it's like this mask. The way that they're portraying it is this mask of what's actually going on within their heart. They've got their armour up still, and they're trying to protect themselves, and that's how they protect themselves, is by pretending to themselves that there's nothing more than, well, not even nothing more, but they just don't want to admit to themselves that there's more emotions involved. But their heart centre is opening. Their throat chakra is also coming into play, I'm hearing, which means that communication is coming. If you're not in contact, your majority energy, for those of you that aren't in contact, your timing is around 2 months. So that's where it stands right here, right now, as a D tarot. That's your majority energy, 2 months. Some of you it's 2 weeks. I've just heard 2 to 3 weeks as well. Some of you are already back in contact. But yeah, so they will be making moves towards you. They've just got to get their confidence up a little bit. I'm also hearing that a lot of people are trying to sway their situation. Some of their friends are saying, you're being an idiot. And then there's a few parents that are saying, what are you playing at? And there's a few friends that say, mate, you're going to lose her or lose him. That's going on as well. So there's a few different influences in your collective energy with what's going on with other people. That is influencing the situation. The good news is that there is movement. You've got the 9 of Pentacles. So this is you just trusting the process a little bit more. Again, you're not going to get a telling off this week because you have been listening to your guides a little bit more. So they're a bit happier than when you were driving them loopy the other time I did a live feed. But what's happening here is that you need to trust the universe more. You're being guided by everything. You've got the yin and yang energies, the light and dark energies, the feminine energies, feminine, masculine energies. Remember, it's never gender specific or sexually orientated, but this is because it always works on energy. You've been scarred by the past with all these little marks going up their arms. You've been scarred by the past. But you've got infinities, your energy is entwining, your chakras are aligning, and that is why it feels like there's such strong sexual chemistry. I keep going back to it, but that's why it feels like there's such strong sexual chemistry, because it's a divine relationship, and the kundalini is rising up and up and up and up. So you're igniting each other basically, even if you're not in contact. A lot of you are meeting on the 5th dimension as well, I'm being told to tell you. Maybe try before you go to sleep to say to you guys, can I be consciously aware of what happens? Hi guys! Consciously aware of what happens when I wake up in the morning, because you don't remember. None of us remember. I never remember. I had all sorts of bizarre astral travels last night and I have vague memories of them. I'm thinking, oh my God, what did I learn? No idea. So Kundalini rising, so love and lust. Good news, all your cards up here are really, really good news. At the moment, I'll just show you this one first. I missed this one. This is all about balance, keeping balanced on it. There's your green-eyed monster. Some of you are a bit jealous of the situation. Some of them are jealous of you and what is happening in your situation. You're both seeing it from different perspectives. Try and, if you can, and if you try and do it with love and light, try and think of it from their perspective as well a little bit. Be an allowance of what's going on in their head. Again, you've got the power in this situation. You might not feel that you have got the power in this situation, but you have. Again, it's strong card. It's a strong energy. Green is heart-centered emotions. This card does remind me more of jealousy and things like that that are going on. And there are scars that are marking them, and there are a lot of tears that have been cried. Some of you are really badly purging as well. Please, with your purging, smack your pillow rather than the spirit if you can. I had a big go at him this week, I did, and I was like, I had to owe him a massive apology. Got in trouble. So yeah, things moving, there is shifting. Your outcome cards are Chariot, so this is long-term objectives being reached. These are things moving forward. You've got the wolves for protection. Your heart is being protected, I'm being told to tell you. It's okay to love. It's okay to love them. I know a lot of you are worrying about that at the moment. You're worrying about what happens if you give in, what happens if you message, what happens. You're being told it's safe to love. Now, all of your individual circumstances about what you should do with this situation, there's too many for a collective energy on that. That's all individual about what's the best way to do it. Again, the feminine energy is still outweighing the masculine at the moment with the light. White is always feminine, dark is always masculine, it's duality. So the feminine energy is outweighing the masculine energy, but your heart centre is pulled towards you. You're being protected, you're being looked after. This is a relationship that goes back centuries, millenniums even. You've got the 8 of Wands, which is action, again, movement. Confidence is growing, again, sexual chemistry, sorry guys. Kundalini rising, all the pieces are starting to be put together. I'm being told that you are in a period of, oh my God, right, Aria, you're a doctor. The bit when they're in utero, when you're in the womb. Anyway, you are in your womb at the moment, so if you're not in contact, and even if you are in contact and you feel like nothing is happening, you are there resting and getting the nutrients you need, ready for when you pop out and when you rebirth into society. When you rebirth yourself. So allow yourself to feel those energies, allow yourself to purge them. Yeah, how do you, oh, you know what, I can't actually hear you. I was going to say, how do you say it? And I was thinking, I can't hear you. Yeah, gestation, but you're in the womb, you're getting the nutrients you need from the universe at this point in time. Again, try to see things from their perspective. At the moment, you're viewing it as very much, please don't shoot the messenger, viewing it from very one-sided perspective. Always takes 2 hands to clap. Number 1, darling, always takes 2 hands to clap. There are still blocks in your way, but communication is pushing forward. Even if you're not in contact, communication is pushing forward. If you are in contact and you're seeing what happens, then your energies are merging together, they're starting to push together more, and it's pushing you forward. There are still blocks, the masculine energy is still hiding. You're going to have to be an allowance at going at their speed, unfortunately for you. Majority of you are feminine energies in deck 1. You're going to have to, yeah, but the odds are going to, okay, the odds are going to align in your favour. This is the masculine energy, this is the feminine energy. Remember, any energy that you are pushing onto them, to redirect that energy back towards you as well. Because at the moment, what you're subconsciously doing is pushing energy onto them, and you're not aware you're doing it, but because it's divine energy, it pushes them a little bit further away. you know, so you've got to just be aware of that. Focus that, hi guys, focus that energy back towards you, get your nutrients, look after yourself. You can do a lot of communicating with them without being in actual physical contact with them, you know. I can't send you anything, love. It's not down to me, I'm just a messenger. So yeah, it's all there. They're good cards, so it's a bit of love and lust. So I'm going to do your oracle. So I was showing everyone that just when they first come on, I love the back of this deck, but the front of them are very, very strange and they're alien based, but their energy is absolutely fab. I really love them. Can I have an oracle card for deck 1 for some advice for the collective? Can I have an oracle card for deck number 1, advice for the collectives for number 1? And these ones, I've got a video coming out probably in the next couple of days that it was about, it's going to be very, very intense. It's for spiritually, more for the kind of spiritual advanced people, because it's what is the purpose from a spiritual perspective of the relationship that you are in. So just be aware of that. If you don't feel drawn to it, please don't watch it. If you do feel drawn to it, please get a cup of tea and a biscuit and take your time, because it is very, very intense and it is very, very hard going. But a lot of you were asking me about life paths. Spirit said that's not going to work as a collective, but what we can do is the reason why you are in this relationship. So just be aware of that as well. When it comes up, it'll be, I can't remember what it's called. Can't remember. But I watched it over and I was like, oh my God, that is hard work. It'll be out this week some point. But it's very, very, very spiritual. It's very, very channeled. It's very, very deep. And it's very, very intense. So you're going to just take your time with it, please. Just remember, I tried to put a little, I'm terrible with technology. I tried to put a video editor to put a little warning beforehand, and apparently I can't do it, so I'm warning you now. Okay, can I have one more for my collectors that picked deck number 1? Okay, so where are we going? So your first 3 over here, we've got surrender. Told you they're a bit weird. Surrender, maintain momentum, and grab a star. So these are your first load of oracle cards. What these are saying is, by surrendering to the universe about what you want, what you are doing is pushing the situation forward, and you're going to be getting what you want, but you have to let the universe take charge. Stop trying to control it. You know, the more you're trying to put your element of control into the relationship, the longer you're making the pause. So in the best way possible, tell the universe what you want, not what you don't want, then focus on doing something different. Keep your vibration high. Manifesting videos are linked in every single description now. I've been dead good. So yeah, it's a basic one, and then I do the plans, individual plans if you want one of them doing. They've got good success rate, people getting everything they want now, like, yes, I knew you would. Okay, so maintain momentum, let the universe do its job, by keep your vibration high, surrender, and focus on what you want, because you're going to get it. So that's your first bit of advice for you. Your second one, you've got catch and store energy, you've got band-aid, I love those little purple ones, and you've got the universe. Okay, so what this one is saying to you is rest, heal, look after yourself with band-aid and catch and store energy. Take the time now in utero, in utero, or whatever the word, how you say it, in the womb. Take your time, get your nutrients, focus on yourself, and let the universe do its job. So basically your advice is to just keep surrendering, keep looking after you, trusting in the process, trusting in the divine relationship, and going with the flow of it, not trying to fight it. And that's step number 1. Woo! That was good. That was intense, wasn't it? That was a big one. Interesting. So yeah, a bit of love and lust for deck number 1. Woo! Right, let's put these ones up here. Thank you. I'm going to have a drink as well, because I talk, and because it's channeled, my guide is like right here. If you ever see my eyes dart off to my left, it's because my guide's in my left ear. If you ever see my eyes dart off to the right, it's because higher vibrational frequencies, like the higher ascended masters and that, are in my right ear. So sometimes if I just start staring into oblivion, it's because I'm channeling. God, I'm so thirsty. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, it is. It's very, very intense. Hi, Dina. You're all right. It's very, very intense. But it's interesting. But even if I struggled, I was like, oh God. So, but to be fair, it's just because it's hard going. It's not that it's complicated information. It's just that it's very thought provoking and very, very intense. I love you all too. So that's why. One. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that is it. The manifesting videos are linked in the descriptions. I've tried to keep it as simple as I can because I used to be a terrible manifester. Terrible. And then one day it just completely clicked and I managed to clear a load of debt overnight. I sold my house and got a new flat the day after. I've done all sorts. I'm a master manifester, so I speak from experience. It took me a good 6 years to master it, and then since then I've been going like a pro. So yeah, I try to keep it as simple as I can, but the manifesting plans talk you through it all individually, and they're all tailored to you. So I say to you guys, okay, you wake up tomorrow, you have as many miracles as you want overnight. Tell me what your life looks like. And then I work with that and I come up with your plan. So everyone's is different, no one's is the same. So it's they're interesting. Okay, can you get me into deck number 2, please? Collective energy of deck number 2. You ready? We're ready. You're more than welcome. Okay, deck number 2. My collective beauties. And think of your person, please, guys. Number 2s. Can you get me into their thoughts, feelings, energy, emotions, thought process, actions, and what did you say? Theoretical, something or other, outlooks. I swear my guide changes it every time. Oh, okay. All right. All white. One. You know, I realised the other day I was doing this and my hand really started hurting because I've been reading for 8 years and I was doing that and I was like, I'm going to get really bad arthritis in 5 years if I don't sort something out. So I got some tablets to help it. It's like kneading dough. You don't stop kneading dough when you do as many readings as I do. Okay, can you tell me what is happening with my beautiful collective and their person? Is it love, lust, or lost? Love, lust, or lost? 2, 3. You'll be happy. So far, you'll be okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Can I have 2 more for the overall outcome, please? Okay. Let me just get a clarifying card. I need 1. No. Yeah. Can I have 1 clarifying card for the outcome, please? Okay. Right. Are you ready? Are we good? Okay. Yours is more love-based. Okay, what's happening at the moment is both you and your person, depending on your individual circumstances. So again, remember this works on your strongest mutual energy. You are both looking back. Oof. Ow, the guy just sat really close. You are both looking back to sorry, I just got really disorientated, just give me 2 secs. Okay, so you're both looking back to the past now, but you're both looking back to it with fond memories. There was a time with this relationship when it was very, majority of you, when it was very high intensity. It was very heavy going, because you're both strong characters. So it kind of built up, and you had this either some of you had an explosion, some of you just got ghosted, your individual circumstances are different. But what's happened as time has progressed is that you are both looking back now to the past with happy memories. Some of you are trying to move forward. I don't do zodiacs on collectives because I'll just reel them all off. I do them on personal ones, but not on collectives, because you'll all be 12 zodiacs. So we don't, on a collective mutual energy, it don't work. Okay, so Six of Cups, looking back to the past. There is still a mix-up of emotions that are going on, but you're trying to keep grounded with it all. You're feeling now that you are above water. Before, like a couple of weeks back, even to be fair, at the start of last week, a lot of you were feeling like you were bobbing under the water, like your emotions were up here, and you were drowning. Whereas now you're like, they're more here, and your head is above water. You're feeling like you can breathe more, and you're starting to look back to the past with fondness and happy memories. Again, all your chakras are activated. I'm being told to tell you, can you please make sure you are cleansing your chakras, guys? Deck 2. Every single one of you. If you're not doing it, there's some of you have got quite a lot of blocks that have come. You know, our chakras should be spinning really, really slowly, okay? And what happens when life hits us, when crappy situations hit us, or when, well, any trauma, anything like that, our chakras either become overactive, so they spin really, really quickly, or they stop spinning completely and they get blocked. And if your chakras aren't fully spinning at the right speed, what you will be doing is you'll be getting really sick, you'll be stuck in negative thought processes, you'll be feeling like there's a weight on your shoulders. So they're telling you, can you please, either like you don't have to do it every day, like most of you, you'll be okay with it once a week, but please just be aware of that. You can find them for like 10 minutes on YouTube. So you're thinking back to just meditation, or if you like crystals, get ones for, because you only need to do your 7 main ones. So get some crystals for each colour. So I don't want to like tell you to suck eggs, but I'm not sure who knows about it. So red for your root, you could use jasper, you could use carnelian for your sacral, you could use citrine for your solar plexus, you could use any green or pink stone for your heart, turquoise for your throat, lapis lazuli for your third eye, and amethyst for the top of your head. Those are just examples. You can have a look on the internet and you'll find more. You can just lay on, if you don't want if you're crap at meditating, just lay with them on you for 20 minutes. It'll clear it all up for you. So anyway, distracted, focusing on the past, but with fondness now. You are standing in your power. You are feeling that things are moving. The stones are all related to different chakras. There's so many different points to every single crystal, but you'll have to have a look at them. I know enough about crystals, but I'm not a walking crystal Bible, unfortunately. But I have a good knowledge. But if someone said to me, most of the crystals I can get, but if someone says, what's that? I'll be like, I don't know, you have to look it up. Okay, so Queen of Wands, standing in your power, feeling strong. You are standing in a more nurturing energy, I'm being told to tell you, but you're also standing in a more powerful energy, and that is what's making you feel that things are moving. You're feeling like you're moving forward within yourself, and that's why the memories are turning from negative ones into positive ones. Because hi guys, because you're starting to feel better within yourself. They love you. 2 of Cups, you love them. Your mutual energy is love between the two of you. Strong emotions, strong love. You're still, some of you are going to meet in the middle. So you've got their energy. That's the masculine energy. That's the feminine energy. That's the feminine. That's the masculine. So that's the masculine and feminine. Your energies are going to be moving into the middle, and you're going to be merging. You've had to go on your own separate journeys for this point in time, because there has been lessons that needed to be learned. Every single one of your individual lessons is different, but again, there's a lot of past life stuff that has come up. There is a lot of rubbish that has kind of come up to the surface that needs to be cleared. So you've had to go your separate ways for this time being, for it to kind of merge in the middle as time progresses, and that's where the energy is going at the moment. You've got the 10 of Cups. So you are going to be moving towards the next chapter, I'm being told, with your person. This is your, so you go from your trees kind of going up on the separate journeys here, up to here, where your tree builds into one, and you merge your energies together. So you're going to be pushing the situation forward. At the moment, some of you are getting frustrated because you don't feel like anything is happening, but what is happening is you are standing on the very cusp of your new beginnings with the Page of Cups. Some of them are going to be acting a little bit immature, a little bit pushing your buttons. Please try not to bite if you can. They like to do it because they like to see how you care, and because some of you have withdrawn your emotions from them, they don't know how you're feeling about the situation, so they like to push your buttons to provoke you. So that's happening as well. Pandora's box is being opened, things are moving forward. You're going to be feeling more secure. Their emotions are coming. If you're not in contact, you have not got long to wait at all. If you are in contact, it's just going to keep moving forward. It's going to keep moving forward. 8 of Wands, movement now. Like I said, if you're not in contact, it's coming. If you are in contact, it's moving. So it's really, really good cards, all based on love, all based on heart-centered emotions. There is an element of keeping balance within their head because most of them have shied away from emotions all their life. They haven't really known what they're doing. So they've always been a little bit based on logic rather than emotions. Some of them being really analytical rather than heart-centered, and that's just because that's how they are. You'll never change them. If you want to provoke them to tell you how they feel, good luck with that. Ain't gonna happen. You can't change someone if they've never been like that in the first place. Some of them will open up to you as time progresses. Some of them will open up to you when they are under the influence of substances as well, I'm being told to tell you. But they're at the moment, logic is slightly winning, but emotions is pulling forward. Pay attention with that, and you're worrying about what they're thinking and how they're feeling for you. Pay attention to their actions and not their words, because their actions is what's pushing it forward. Page of Wands, so you've got the Page of Cups, they've got the Page of Wands. Passion, again, there is strong chemistry between the two of you. There is obviously sexual chemistry between the two of you, but the heart-centered emotions is what is winning at the moment. That feels like it needs to go that way. You're going to be meeting the middle again. It's all about meeting in the middle. Sometimes they feel that they can be a little bit invisible to the world, I'm being told to tell you. So try and, a lot of them have got a lot of again, mutual collective energy. A lot of them have got confidence issues that are bubbling underneath the surface, and they feel that they can become quite invisible to how the world sees them and to what is going on. Third party don't matter. Make them irrelevant. Don't place any energy on a third party, because all you're doing is manifesting it. So merging, moving, things pushing forward, which is good. Your outcomes. So this confused me because you got the 10 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. No, you didn't. You got 10 of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So I asked for a clarifying card, and you got the 4 of Wands. Okay, so celebration is your clarifying card. What they're saying is you have got to leave the past behind you, focus on your future, and you will have movement together into your beginning. Some of you are getting married. Some of you are getting pregnant. Some of you are just going to be happy in a long-term partnership. But the majority of you, the deck 2 has got a really happy ending. That is so nice. I could do that reading over and over and over. Right, let me get you advice cards. Oh, it's nice to do readings like that. Okay, can I have the collective energy advice for those that picked at number 2? Can I have 2 cards for those of my collectives? My weird cards and then my little baby card. Okay. Oh, all right. You're going to be happy. Get number 2. It's nice to know that after all this shit, you can have a happy ending. But you've got to let the past go for that to happen. Don't let I'll tell you about them in a second. You just got uncertain as well. So don't let uncertainty block. You can have some advice for those that picked at number 2. Too many. Alright. Advice for those at step number 2. Okay. So your first one's romance. This card at the back, the front. Anyway, they're lovely. The energy's beautiful. Breathe. And Seize the moment to creatively direct your raw energy, right? So this is talking about taking a breather, having belief in things moving forward, trusting in the process, trusting in divine timing, trusting in the situation. Any raw energies that you are feeling, any heartbreak, any pain, turn that into power. Third parties are irrelevant. For your individual circumstances, obviously third parties, they are an influence on the situation, but if you're talking about you and your person and you're looking at you and your person's cards, they're irrelevant. If you feed third parties energy, if you sit there and focus, oh, he's married or she's married, what you're doing is feeding the marriage, you're manifesting it. So you need to take your energy away from them and focusing it on you and them. And then you and them have a chance, and then you manifest you and them regardless of them. They love you, they want to be with you. So third parties are relevant, if that makes sense. Okay, so convert your raw energy into power, trust in the process, breathe it through, purge as you need to. Try not to focus on heartache and pain. Number 2, your second bit of advice, uncertain. That's your fears and worries. Share. This is about your mutual energy, moving it forward. And then you've got discern the helpful and unhelpful patterns. Be aware of your thought processes, okay? This is talking about being aware of your thought processes. Speak to those that you either have a higher divine purpose, not a higher divine purpose, knowledge, sorry, have a higher divine knowledge. Look on YouTube about how to move negative thought patterns to positive ones. Manifest the outcomes you want. Try and be aware of your thought patterns. Be aware, again, it comes, if you're third party, if you are focusing on them and it's bringing you down, it's bringing you down, it's bringing you down, you're pressing pause on it yourself, okay? If they don't view the third party as relevant, if they're saying to you, well, I'm only staying for the kids, or this, that and the other, why are you putting power on them? It's not about them. Ooh, okay, Queen of Swords. Ooh. Okay, so power, strength, try to be aware of your thought processes. You will meet in the middle. At the moment, they're coming knowing it's the right path. You're coming with heart-centered energy, and your pyramid is your pyramid of protection. Divine relationships with the 3 lines either side. You're going to meet in the middle. Things are going to move forward. Shifts. So try and be aware of your negative thought patterns. Turn them into power and focus on what you want, not what you don't want, because otherwise you will manifest what you don't want and it won't move forward. And that is deck number 2. That's it. That was interesting. Deck 2 is lovely. Really, really lovely. Lost my voice then. You're more than welcome. Have any of you got any questions about anything? I'll put that Divine Partnership video out this week. But again, be aware that you're going to need a break. Hi, Amrita. My eyes, my clairvoyance are like, takes your vision away from you, you know. When I do stage work, I'll be there and I'll be talking to a woman that's wearing white, but I can't see her, I can only see the energy. And I'll be like, well, the woman in the pink, or the man in the pink shirt, and it's a woman in white. It's because Spirit take your eyes off you so you can just go with the energy. Website, hoping it's going to launch this weekend. Keep your fingers firmly crossed for me. If it isn't this weekend, it's going to be in the next couple of weeks. The booking process is taking a while longer, and that's my fault because I'm very picky about how I want the booking process to be. Yes, have a look on the internet. Numerology is not my forte. The way my guide has taught me with numbers is they mean different things to different people. So I can't do collective energies on if he's a twin flame or not, because there is no collective energy on that. So with numbers, be aware of what you're thinking of at that point in time. When you see that number, write it down. Next time you see that number, write it down, what you're thinking of. Next time you see that number, write it down, what you're thinking of, whichever numbers you're seeing, and you will see a pattern and you'll see what the universe is trying to tell you. Every single thing is individual. So my 444 means things are happening behind the scenes. Your 44 can mean you're going to see him next week. Or them next week, sorry lads. it's all very, very different depending on that. I know, I can't wait to get back to teaching. I miss it so much. I miss teaching. I had to put my teaching on hold when I did the channel. Yeah, 1111, again, same thought processes. If you want to know what the universe is trying to tell you, rather than going with the generic, like, oh, it means you this, it means you that, go with what you are thinking at that time. Write it down. If you're thinking about them and it's positive, keep writing it down, because it probably means you're manifesting the positive. If you see 1111 and you're thinking, God, I can't keep waiting, blah, 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 there's a message in that as well, so you need to be aware of that. 222 to me, I always see when I am either, when I've gone for a breakup and someone's going to get back in contact with me, and it's never served me wrong. You're more than welcome. It's been lovely. I do love my live feeds. Okay guys, I will speak to you all soon. Yeah, so be aware of that video coming out this week. High intensity, biscuits, chocolate, cups of tea, chill, relax, enjoy it. High energy, very intense, so just take your time. Patience is a bitch. Spirit, they know. They work with me. You imagine my guys, what they do for me. They're like, oh my God, here she goes. But it's a nightmare. But we can't, even I can manifest as much as I want, but there's still going to be an element of divine timing, because we're not in control of that. That's what you signed up for when you came down here. I have the manifesting video. It's linked in every single public reading, so go and have a look at that in the description, as is everything. I think there's, and also tools and tricks on how to love yourself and stuff like that for those of you that are really struggling. And I'll get back to teaching ASAP, can't wait. I will do a post on Instagram. If you haven't found me, I love you all too. If you haven't found me on Instagram, it's just Mystic Love Tarot. I do updates on when the live feeds are coming. There's all the collective energy ideas that you can put on there. I tend to kind of just forget them when I see them on the channel, because I get that many channel messages and emails. It goes, so I tell people to write them on my Instagram, on the collective. There's a collective reading post. I might do another one actually, because it's quite far back. You have to scroll far. But yeah, there's all sorts of updates on there. I'll let you know when the website's coming out. I'll bung that up on there, say, look guys, it's launched. And yeah, that's it. All right guys, lots of love from me to you, and I'll speak to you all soon. Lots of blessings. Bye guys, bye. Ooh, can I turn you off? Bye.